The final 2 weeks of the regular season are upon us, and off we go on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. They'll run with the second-round pick in the April draft. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. They'll look to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. First down, Chicago. A handoff as they try to run it here. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now the former Tulane star. Here's Tyjae Spears. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A gain there of 21. First down, Chicago.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
They'll send a tight end in motion. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be taken down.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
They'll try to run this one in. A second effort, and he is in. Touchdown, Nighthawks. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. The extra point, up and good. And the Nighthawks will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
Recovered by the receiving team.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. And a good run there to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll motion over Metcalf. A 2nd down throw for Stroud. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
It's first down, and they'll run. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Now think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down. Now give on the ground. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. They'll stick with him again. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. Back to throw. Stroud. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal. Here's a run. Forward. He's in. Touchdown, Blues.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Terrion Arnold. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the top.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
They'll go play action with Stroud. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball, He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And a good run there. Finds the lane, gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Got a man. It's Thomas. And he's going to be brought down up past the 20.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Tight end going in motion here. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to air this one out. And the Blues are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Really nice play here by the strong safety, and what's unique about this player is the position that he's playing makes him have to play deep coverage like we saw here, but also at times be able to get down in the box and be an extra linebacker. That versatility is something we're seeing a lot out of safeties in today's NFL, and you can see a big reason why.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he will go all the way. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Blues. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. His kick is good. And the Blues will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. His drive will start on the ground. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
From the gun, here's Spears. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
The gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
They'll throw here on third, and oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Here comes the Nighthawks punt team. Ladd McConkey deep to return. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Here's first and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. This one is caught by Luke Musgrave. Big strides. Look at him go. And he will get into the end zone. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Blues. No problem there on the extra point. And the Blues will take a 21-7 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Putting the tight end in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So in this last possession, Mike, they take the ball away, and they do it from playing cover 3 defense. So what that means is there's 3 deep players. There's 2 corners and a safety. They divide the field into thirds, and everybody else underneath is just looking at the quarterback. Straight zone coverage, played perfectly, leads to a big takeaway.
On play action, Stroud. He'll take a shot downfield for Musgrave. And that is incomplete. Luke Musgrave, the tight end, was the intended target there. And that will lead to a second down. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop with 28 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing is Stroud. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Rashawn Gary, former Michigan Wolverine, in there to take him down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to have this one up near the 28. Now a timeout signal form, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. And he'll get about 5. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll keep it on the ground here again. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. So, we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st down, it's Stroud. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards for the touchdown. The extra point is up and through. And the Blues will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Now, faking the give. And he's going to wind up going out of bounds. That's a big mistake. He needed to just fling that to the sideline. Instead, it'll be a huge loss.
I understand what he's trying to do, Mike. He's thinking, can I extend this play? Can I get out of the pocket and buy some time for my receivers? But on these early downs, that's a ball that just needs to be thrown away.
He'll look to throw. To the sideline, taken in by Thomas.
These comebacks, they require a lot of trust and timing from everybody involved. If the quarterback's a little too early, the receiver's not out of his break. But if the quarterback's a little too late, that's when disaster can strike. So give credit, really well timed, really nice job by both guys.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. A throw on the run is complete. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. They will indeed go as they look to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Javon Bullard. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Nighthawks are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. Good gainer there. They'll get him out of bounds up past the 35-yard line. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. In motion comes Thomas. They'll look to throw. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That is brought in. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Up the middle they go. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now they'll set up to throw. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They only need a yard, and it's 4th down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They send the tight end in motion. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Chicago. The kicking team off for the extra point. He's got it. And the Nighthawks are able to cut into the deficit. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's a run going left. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. It is Percy Butler to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. His pass caught. It's Chigokonkwo. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 22 yards. And the San Antonio first down.
They'll motion over Metcalf. Stroud to throw here on 1st down. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. That's left side, caught by Musgrave. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Stroud. They'll look to set up the screen here. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Now a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Stroud. He's got his tight end. That's Musgrave. And he's in. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Blues. So that's his 2nd touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. The PAT, up and good. And the Blues will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. To the ground, a 1st down run. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Tight end going in motion here. Play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Now a run on first down. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now Stroud. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Here's 3rd and 2. Stroud gonna set up to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And now it's 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he will score. Ladd McConkey. Touchdown Blues. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Extra point attempt to come here. He gets it to go. And the Blues are going to extend their lead.
42, Nighthawks 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient. But at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
It's a gain of 6. Next is 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll throw out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense They're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
To the right side and hauled in by McConkey. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stroud. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Try to pick this one up on the ground. Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a cutback lane. It never opened up. And now it's 4th down.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant. And once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
That's going to be caught. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. 1st and goal. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Now a handoff, running right. And they are all over that on defense. Good surge, drops him back. Let's put him at the 9-yard line.
The idea here on 2nd down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a 3rd and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here, and I think on 3rd and goal.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. The extra point is good. And the Blues add on to their already sizable lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
He'll drop to throw. He'll look deep, left sideline. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They'll look to throw again. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. And the Blues are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
He keeps it himself, escaping the danger, throwing and completing. So that'll move them back half the distance, and they'll try it again. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here we go. One final play. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win for our visitors. They move to 16-0 on the year